Alright guys, coming at you today. Bob's coming today to pick up the 66. There was a little discrepancy on the color. Had 9 months to figure it out. I'm thinking it's gonna be alright. But the issue we had is that he was trying to figure out the color, never could really figure out the color on this car. And I'm trying to get the car done and painted, so I told him I would jam it with a cheaper brand of paint, and which I did, but he decided to go with the more expensive paint, and the colors are kind of way off there, which if we get this out in the light and this like a bluish tint on here, I believe this is the actual color, but the cheaper paint never, you can't go with the cheaper paint with the less expensive. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna let them get the car running and everything. I'm gonna bring it back and I'm gonna just re-jam the jams. I mean, because I want the car to be all one color, you know. And, you know, I let him know that the guy at the paint shop, which he talked to him too. Oh, that's Bob there. Must be on his way. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
We're on our way.
All right, I'm just making the last video. One of the last videos talking about you and the phone rang, so.
Okay.
All right.
All right, see you later.
Yep, bye. Yeah, so he's on his way. So he had talked to the guy at the paint shop, and he told him they had better color, better results getting the actual color of the car with the cheaper brand paint. But he decided to go with the more expensive paint, which I like this color better than I do this color. That's just me. I love this color. So anyway, I think we're gonna stick with this color. Well, we're gonna have to, you know, it's easier to do the jams than it is to do the whole car. But I'm just gonna re-jam the top of the hood around, the top of the trunk, around the jams, the door jams. All of the seals here really won't matter because of the fact that chrome, so you won't see that. But just the doors and the trunk area, I'm just gonna re-jam, you know, and I can do that at any time because we're gonna wet sand this car later. It hasn't been wet sand and buffed yet. So when I jam that, I really don't even have to tape off the whole car because any overspray that'll get onto the car, I will tape it off some because I don't want a big amount of overspray to get onto the body of the car. But once I tape off around where I'm jamming, any overspray that gets on the outside of here, it'll be fine because we're going to be wet sanding this car back down around this time next year, you know, because I want it to, you know, the paint to harden up, and he can drive it over the summer. It looks nice. It's just not flat. I did this area wet sand so he'll just see how the whole car is going to look once it's wet sand and buff. So that's what we're going to do. We're gonna wet sand and buff this baby out next summer. Next fall. And we're just gonna go for there. So he just called. I'm waiting on him. I think his friend John, friend of mine too, is coming down from Madison. He want to see the car, and he's gonna help him load it up and everything. So I will be filming once they get here and everything. That's if John don't mind being on camera. So if he's on camera, that means that he don't mind being on my YouTube channel here. So I'm just, you know, trying to keep you guys updated on what's going on. So, hey, if you like these videos, man, y'all subscribe and keep up with what I'm doing, because it's a lot more to come. That's all I can say. I got a lot of cars and I'm doing so much. So, all right, you guys have a good day.